Hey guys, it's Steph. As always, hello, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a full face of first impressions, which you guys know are some of my favorite videos to film. I just love trying out new products, whether they're expensive, affordable, whatever. And before we get into the video, I have an insane discount code for you guys in collaboration with Illamasqua. So they've sponsored a portion of this video. So I'm gonna be chucking a few Illamasqua products on my little face today, but they are currently doing their Black Friday sale and we have a very special discount code. So basically it's called a power hour. So if you guys are a bit of an early bird, which could never be me, then you guys will actually be able to take part in the power hour. So if you use the code Steph Toms, you will get 15% off their current offers. So everyone else gets the standard discounts, which are great anyway, but you guys will get 15% off extra. And if you're like me, if you're always late, I was literally born 2 weeks late and since then I'm just constantly late, then you will still get 10% off. So don't worry, you're not missing out too much. But if you guys are here early, make sure you take advantage of that offer. I'm gonna show you a couple of the products that I'm gonna use today. So I've got a couple of products from the new Amy collaboration. If you guys don't know, they did a collaboration with Amy Winehouse, or like the house of Amy Winehouse, and they brought out a second collection. So I've got the Face Duo, which is a blusher and bronzer, which I'm very, very excited to try because I love Illamasqua blushes and bronzers. I've got the lip tint, which I might play around with, and also this red lipstick here. Look at that color. Looks insane, like the most stunning, like festive red lip. I've got the Wet Look eyeliner as well, which I'm very, very curious about, and the Beyond Liquid Highlighter. This is in a shade that I don't think I've actually tried. It's in the shade Days. I've tried this in the OMG shade, and it is literally like OMG, so I know this is good. I'm just using it in a different shade today. So yeah, if you guys want to check out any products from Illamasqua, there's like a couple of exclusions that do apply. It's like bundles and gift sets, I think, but otherwise they have so many offers on their website at the moment. So check them out. And like I said, if you're here early, thank you. Thanks for being like one of those people that like comment down first or whatever. Let me know if you are here early, actually. Instead of being like first, let's be like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something imaginative. Just say you're here early, because I see you. So if you guys are one of those people, make sure you use the code Steph Toms. You will get 15% off for the first hour that this video goes live. And if you're a little bit late, I'm not judging you. Maybe you had like dinner or like maybe you had to wash your hair or something. Either way, you guys can still get 10% off when you use the code Steph Toms. That's me, and you will save money on the Illamasqua website when they already have savings on there anyway. There's a hair in my mouth. I'll leave a link to all the products that I'm using today as always, and I'll leave a link in the top line of the description if you guys do want to check out the sale, because honestly, I love so many products from Illamasqua. Their skin-based foundation is freaking dope. Their concealer pen, their powder highlighter, their liquid highlighter, their Hydra Veil, honestly, so many good products. And I feel like people don't talk about Illamasqua enough, but they literally have so much good shit. Right lads, let's get down to business and let's chuck a whole load of makeup on this face. Let's do a festive rabbit. And by the way, before anyone calls me out on this, I'm not naked, all right? Everyone always thinks I'm naked when I've got the shoulders out, but it's just not naked. But I could be. I'm not. But I could be. I'm not. There's like flaps going on around here. Anyway, first of all, I'm gonna start off with this brow gel here. This is from Juvia's Place. It's the Eye Sculpt Eye Shade, and I got this in the shade Clear. But I actually got this for free when I bought like 2 products from Superdrug. I got free brow gel, so let's try it. I normally like to do a kind of laminated brow look, so I don't know if this is gonna be that kind of product, but we shall see. Let me know if you're part of the sad eyebrow club, because literally my eyebrows do this all the time. That's why I need to like glue them up, because otherwise like this weird thing just happens and my eyebrows just get a little bit sad. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. It's fine. Not bad for a free product anyway. So now I'm gonna use the new primer from Huda Beauty. This is called the Blur Jam, and it looks like this. It almost looks like a lip balm. Doesn't really have any kind of scent. I would low-key kind of love it if it was like jam scented, but that's just me. And apparently this is good at getting rid of your pores, so I'm gonna focus it mostly on the center of my face. I mean, it already looks like it's gonna blur everything out. Oh, wait. You can still see that light reflecting there. That is doing a very good job of blurring that out. I'm actually quite impressed by that. I wouldn't say it's like completely filled in my pores. It's not quite a professional situation, but it's definitely gotten rid of like the intense shine whilst also kind of blurring everything out a bit. So lives up to the name, Blur Jam, 100%. I just kind of wish it smelled like jam. For my base, I'm going to use this one here from Morphe 2. This is called the Hint Hint Skin Tint. I got this in the shade Hint of Toast. Hoping this will suit me. I feel like my tan's really kind of faded over the last few weeks, so might have to whack out the fake tan again, but it says that it's a sheer to medium coverage. Let's try this out. Don't know what that weird shape is that I've done on the side of my face. Oh, Michael literally just turned off my recording. Don't do it again. I'm gonna start blending it in with this little Illamasqua brush. I went on a PR trip the other day and the lady used this to blend in my foundation and it was really, really good. It's called it's just a foundation brush, but it's like a kind of stippled situation. So I'm just gonna lightly buff that in. Find that brushes like this, they do take a minute, but they really, really blend stuff into your skin. It's like it goes like inside you. Become one with my foundation. That actually looks pretty good. It's just blanked everything out, kind of giving me a clean slate. You can see the difference on this side here. I've got a little bit of redness going on, whereas this has kind of cancelled it all out. I'm gonna try it with a different brush, more of like a buffing brush, just to see how it looks with that. I feel like this is making it a bit more full coverage because I'm also just like patting it. And this brush that I'm using, by the way, I got sent it recently. It's by BK Beauty and it's in the shade style number 101. It's like this kind of wonky ass buffing brush. Yeah, it's giving me a bit more coverage using a buffing brush. Don't know if you guys can tell the difference there. So if you want something a bit more sheer, this is a good brush. If you want something a bit more full coverage, go for this one. I think I'm gonna carry on with this because I feel like I'm just looking a bit tired today. You guys will be very proud of me when you hear that I have pretty much completely sorted out my sleeping pattern. Like, you guys know, I am normally the sort of girl that's like, I'll be filming at like 4 a.m. and I would just sit there and think, that's kind of normal. I got up this morning before my alarm at like 7:25. Like, who am I? Is this growth? I'm proud of myself though. I'm actually becoming a morning person. Never thought I'd say that. Let me know if you guys are like a night person, like a night owl, or a morning person. Because don't get me wrong, I don't wake up in the morning and I'm like, woohoo, so happy to be awake. But I am liking going to bed a bit early at the moment. Just slothing around in bed, watching like RuPaul's Drag Race, whatever I can get my hands on, some sort of serial killer documentary, and then just getting up early. Yeah, never thought I'd see the day. So yeah, that's how my base is looking. I think it looks really good. Maybe a little bit on the warm side for me right now. It's fine, like I said, might have to turn to the fake tan again, but yeah, it looks really, really nice. It's worked really well with that primer as well. Ooh, an eyelash. I lost it. No wish for me. I'm now gonna move on to the concealer that matches the skin tint. So this is the Morphe 2 Hide and Peak Concealer. It says it's a light to medium coverage, so it'll kind of go with what I'm going for at the moment. And I got this one in the shade Peak of Sand. I think I went a little bit lighter for this, thank God. I can't open it. There we go. Okay, we've got a nice big doe foot. So I'm gonna do my huge. And I'm gonna blend that out with this little buffing brush here from Huda Beauty. Get right on up in there. Ooh, that actually looks really, really nice. It's quite reflective. Obviously, I know it's still wet, but in comparison, it's not the most full coverage concealer ever, but it's reflecting light quite well. So it's just kind of bouncing everything off my face. And I'm probably gonna do 2 layers, but we all know that's coming anyway. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Blending out so nicely. This is actually a really good combo. Oh, I think my skin's looking really good right now. What do you guys think? I'm gonna do a little tiny bit around my jawline just because I don't want it to be too dark against my neck. I don't want like the mask look. So I'm just lightening that up on my jaw. Feeling good about this. Doing a little dance. Feeling kind of good about this. So now I'm gonna take the brand new Charlotte Tilbury powder. So this is called the Airbrush powder. It's the Flawless Brightening. I'm gonna try it on my under eyes first because I might have to dip into my Laura Mercier because I don't know how brightening this is gonna be. But let's see. The one I'm using, by the way, is in the shade Fair Medium. Right, current under eye situation. Let's see what this can do. I like the original powder, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna like this as well. Ooh. It doesn't like change the color of anything. Obviously it's literally like a translucent powder pretty much, but I feel like it does give me like a little bit of life under my eyes. I feel like luckily with a skin tint, you don't actually need too much powder. Do the forehead. And you can see it's like slightly diminishing the light on my forehead there. Doesn't look like anything either, like literally nothing. I'm gonna put in all the areas I kind of don't mind being brightened up a bit. And I think for my cheeks, I am just gonna chuck a little bit of my Laura Mercier powder on there. Just because I also wanna see what this skin tint is actually like with the powder that I know. Got a little bit of dryness around my nose here. I always get it during like winter. And I feel like that's actually kind of softened it a bit because it's let the light reflect on it. And then I'm gonna go in with my old fave, the Laura Mercier Honey. I'm just gonna use the same brush and just dust that on my cheeks lightly. Apart from the cat hair on my face, I feel like that's looking really, really nice. Okay, this is a base that so far I am very, very happy with. So now I'm gonna use this guy here, which I am very, very excited to try. It's a face duo, so it's a blusher and a bronzer from Illamasqua. And again, if you guys do wanna save some money on top of the current savings with Illamasqua, use my code Steph Toms. If you're here in the first hour, you will get 15% off. If you're here after, you will get 10% off, so it's still pretty great. But yeah, this is called the Double Trouble Face Duo. I love Illamasqua bronzers and blushes, so I'm very excited by this. And also, the packaging is just cool with this. So, oh, it's like this little, wait a minute. Oh my God, that's cool. So it's like a full on like vanity, like if you were to have like a little makeup setup on your vanity. So you lift it up, don't wanna blind you with the mirror here. You got the blush, and then you pull this little bit out, you got the bronzer. I really like that design. Swing. So I'm gonna take my Illamasqua blusher brush and I'm gonna use the bronzer first. Almost looks like it's got like a bit of a sheen to it. Bronze this little face of mine up. You can see it's got like a nice healthy sheen to the skin there. I feel like this is quite a good color for actually like sculpting your face as well. It's not quite a contour, but sometimes I don't want to faff around with a contour and a bronzer and a blusher and all of that. I kind of want something that does it all. And I feel like this is one of those. Like just adding a bit of bronzer, it's also kind of sculpting my face a bit. Really nice on my forehead. You can see it just adds like a nice sheen to the skin, but it's not glittery at all. So I'm just tapping that on. Seems to be quite buildable as well. Ready? Forehead. Yes. I'm quite glad that it's not like really, really intense because I feel like with the skin tint, I'm just getting away with it right now. Whereas if I had like a huge stripe of like orange bronzer, it might look a little bit off. But yeah, this is like a really nice neutral color. That's really, really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this blusher, and this is literally like my kind of tone when it comes to blusher. I feel like this sort of shade would suit pretty much everyone. And I'm gonna warm my cheeks up with that. Oh, she pigmented. Oh, those two together, any warmth that I maybe would have wanted from the bronzer normally, when those two combine, that's clever. That's really, really nice. It's like warming my face up without looking too much. I'm gonna go over the front of my face a little bit as well. Ooh, liking that. My ears like wobbling as I do that. Yes, 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 yes. So now I'm gonna go in with one of the Liquid Beyond highlighters. Like I said, this one is in the shade Days. And these liquid highlighters are so freaking good. Honestly, no one talks about these. And I don't know why, because they're literally one of the best liquid highlighters I've tried. So this one, as you can see, is a little bit more pinky and a bit more icy. So I'm gonna go in with a light hand with this. And I like to kind of warm it up on the back of my hand and then use my finger to apply it. But they just blend out so nicely. And remember, this is on top of powder. My favorite is 100% the OMG liquid highlighter, but just press that into the skin. That looks like genuine wet skin. Yeah, stunning. I'm using the tiniest amount as well. Like I feel like a bottle that size, because a pretty big bottle, you get 15 ml of product. I'm still on my first tube of the OMG liquid highlighter, and I feel like I've not even used like a quarter of it. But yeah, really pretty. It literally looks like I'm sweating, but in a chic way. Just adding the right amount of shine. It blends in so nicely. It's got kind of like an oily consistency. So I feel like that's why it kind of blends in with everything a lot better. Because sometimes with liquid highlighters, you put them on top of powder, or even when you put them on top of like a wet base sometimes, they just kind of mix in and they go a bit weird. Whereas this one, it just like meshes in. Really nice. Use my code. So now we're gonna try out this new setting spray from Be Perfect. This is the 1 Do 3 Longevity Facial Mist. It's So apparently you can use it to prep, set, and refresh. I'm just gonna use it to set today. Oh, I like this bottle. I never see a setting spray in this kind of bottle, but I really like that. Don't know if I need to give it a shake, but I'm going to anyway. I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like when you have a product that's just been sitting like this, even if it's not like a shimmery setting spray or anything, I always give it a good shake because I'm like, I want everything to mix in together. See what the mist is like. Oh, what is that? Wait, that smells good. It smells very like, it's not a strong perfumey smell, but it does smell almost like Marc Jacobs Daisy. I'm happy to put that all over my face. Pretty intense spray, but it's like, it's quite even. Yeah, my face is smelling like Marc Jacobs Daisy right now. I'm into it. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. This face is looking really good. Obviously, a little bit wet right now, but very, very happy with this so far. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow, which I am very excited about because I have this palette here from Beauty Bay. I think this is like a kind of a Halloween-y Christmas palette, and I'm kind of here for it because look at the tones in this bad boy. So this is the Dark Fantasy palette, and I think we've got to do something with the greens. It's only natural, you know, it's got to be done. And I kind of want to use, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like this shimmery black shade, I'm kind of thinking a little bit of green in the crease, a little bit of like green on the inner corner, black all over. Don't know how that's going to look in a minute with my red lip, but we'll try the red lip anyway. And if not, I can always switch things up with a nude because that's my fail safe. But yeah, very excited to try this out. So I'm going to do my Huge and prime my eyeballs with my P. Louise base. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the shade Plasma. Really excited about this palette because the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette is one of my ride or dies. I freaking love Beauty Bay eyeshadow. So got high hopes for this. And I'm gonna just chuck that in my crease. I'm not gonna worry too much about blending right now. That is so pigmented and I'm so here for it. Get that in the old socket. When I actually think about, like, eyes freak me out. So when I actually think about what I'm doing with eyeshadow, like pushing a brush into my socket above my eyeball kind of freaks me out a little bit. So I'm just gonna choose to not think about that right now. It's very pigmented and I love the color. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for a second because I don't want to overblend it with the green. And I'm now gonna take a little bit of this white, just a tiny bit, just to kind of go over everything a touch. I'm hoping it's not gonna be like full on clown white. I'm hoping it'll just be good to kind of buff everything out with. Yeah, we're good. I find that sometimes a white is just good for blending everything out, or like a kind of nudie color that matches your skin tone. But sometimes if, you know, depending on the color, if you mix a kind of nudie color with another color, sometimes it can get a little bit muddy. So a white is normally quite good at just buffing all the edges out without having to drag it out too much. Oh, I love that color. Oh, just love a green. There's so many colors. I wish I had like 27 eyeballs so I could just use all of them. Now, I potentially should have done my eyes before I did my base, but I like to take risks. So I'm now gonna go in with the shade Virtual, and I'm actually gonna use the same brush that I patted in my concealer with because I kind of want it to be a little bit wet because I don't want there to be much fallout. So I'm gonna make sure I tap the crap out of that. But yeah, it's got little silvery blue flecks in there. And I'm gonna pop that not quite on the outer corner because I wanna make sure that I don't drag it out too far. Just gonna slap it down there. Ooh, baby. Oh, I like you. Yeah, we can be friends. Might look like Beetlejuice by the end of this, but that's fine. Now I've got most of it on, I could just pack it on a little bit more. And it's quite a subtle glitter, but I feel like if you really, really wet the brush or if you used your fingers, then it would be a lot more intense. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the shimmer there. I'm feeling it, I'm into it. Just gonna kind of wing it out like that. And I am gonna blend it out in a second, but I wanna kind of get everything else down first. So now I'm gonna go in with this teeny tiny little pencil brush and I'm gonna pick up more of the Plasma shade, but tap off quite a bit because I really wanna start blending that in with the black. I don't wanna go in with the black shade and then like really, really over blend it and then look like a panda, but like I love pandas. I was gonna say I don't wanna be one. I think actually life would be a lot easier if I was a panda, so maybe I should just start becoming one with my makeup and the rest of me will follow. But I also don't like vegetables that much. They just eat a lot like shoots and stuff, don't they? Maybe I don't want to be a panda. You guys could be any animal in the world. What would it be? Would you be a panda? Would you choose to be a panda? I feel like everyone can so easily guess what I would like to be. A cat. I feel like I embody a cat pretty well. Yeah, I'm literally just patting that shade, and as I blend it, it's picking up a little bit of the black, so it means I can kind of blend everything together as well. And look, there's like a few pieces of fallout, but it's a black glittery eyeshadow. What did I expect? But there's like barely anything. That's not gonna ruin my makeup. Start to wing that out slightly there. Yeah, got it. Fallout gone. Sick. I'll probably go in with a little bit more of that black in a minute, but I wanna make sure everything is down. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of setting spray on my little flat brush. And I think it's only fair that we're going with the shade Machine. Like, I think I have to, really. I see a green eyeshadow, I've got to use it. Oh, this looks really good. Making sure my brush is loaded up with that. I'm not going to do a full-on cut crease, but I am going to kind of follow that sort of shape. And oh my God, this is stunning. Yep, very happy I chose that because that is bloody beaut. It's almost like a cream. So yeah, to be honest, I am kind of doing a little cut crease, but because it's such a similar shade, I don't really feel like I need to actually carve it out. Just going along the line of my eyelid. That colour's a bit sexy, isn't it? Yeah, definitely like Beetlejuice vibes, but kind of into it, not gonna lie. And then with that same brush, I'm actually gonna go in with a bit of the green and then pick up a bit of the black as well, just so I can get some of that black shimmer on there too. And start to overlap it a bit. Yeah, baby. Oh, I've got that wet look liner as well. Oh, yes. I'm very excited about this. I have nowhere to go today. I don't know where I would go with this Beetlejuice eye look, but kind of wish I did. So now, just for good measure, I'm going to take a little bit of Spaced, which is like a very dark green. So I'm going to take a little bit, and I'm going to run that underneath my eyeballs. Literally took the tiniest amount, and it's still a lot. So, yeah, these Beauty Bay eyeshadows are bloody pigmented. But yeah, this palette, freaking dope. It's great. So now I'm gonna go in with this liner. It's called the Liquid Eyeliner and it's in the shade No. Yeah, apparently this is like a wet look liner. Apparently it's a high shine glossy finish. Okay, so it's got a standard wand. Ooh, that's very black and I'm into it. Right, let's see what we can do here. Nice. I normally use a felt tip liner, but actually that was quite easy. Super black. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yes. This line is called No, but I'm saying yes. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to mascara. So this one here is from the Beauty Bakery. It's called the Eyelash Icing. It's been a while since I actually tried out any other Beauty Bakery products. Oh, comes in this little like squeezy tube. Don't normally love a squeezy tube packaging. I don't really know why, but I normally like just a standard tube. And it's an hourglass wand. I was gonna say hourglass figure then. She's got an hourglass figure. Wiggle it right in, make some questionable faces while I do it. I would like you to pick up my lashes, please. I'm gonna go for a double dip. I don't know how I feel about the matte white. Like I've already got that minging. It's quite expensive, this mascara as well. I think it was like around £20. I'm there with my Essence, my Primark, you know, my L'Oreal pushing the boat out sometimes. So this was like a bit of an investment. And I'm not really, I've got some like crazy eyelashes going on the outer corner there. Not really seeing anything that great about this, to be honest. If anything, it's kind of making my eyelashes just kind of really dry and spidery looking, but not in like a nice clumpy sort of way. I love a clump. But yeah, this is just kind of, it's not quite like a big beefy spider that everyone's scared of. It's more just like one of those silly pointless spiders that just like lurk in the corner of your room. Just like, yeah, don't really know how I feel about this. Don't like the packaging. Yeah, no. Like, I kind of wish I could have my 20 quid back, to be honest, because even like when I'm putting it in the tube, it's like, I have to really kind of force it. Not really a big fan of this. So, got our first L of today. Okay, you all know what's coming next. I am going to go in with some lashes. These are some from Sleek. I think they're new. They're the Natural Wispy False Eyelashes. I think I'm going to give them a little wiggle with my spoon, if you guys can see. Like, they do look pretty, like, fake looking. So I reckon if I just, like, wiggle them up a little bit, then it'll kind of just sort them out and make them look a little bit more natural. So I'm going to pop them on. What's coming next? Do the other eye, and then we'll get on to the lips. Ooh, that made my lip tickle then. Anyway, back in a sec. Itchy. All right, guys, lashes are on and they're quite nice. I definitely feel like The mascara has been doing me dirty a little bit because my lashes normally mesh in with false lashes really well. This mascara, not into it. Sol's Beauty Bakery. So I think I'm gonna give the red a miss today, but I do wanna quickly swatch it actually. So this is the Ultra Matte lipstick and it's in the shade Amy Reds. This looks so nice, man. Because I feel like if I did like a red lip with this, it would be just a bit much. But look at that. It's like a really unique red. It's not like super in your face like pillar box reds, but that is really, really nice. No, it's not gonna work. I am gonna try this out though. So this is the Tint lipstick and this is in the shade, it's just called Lip Tint, but it's literally black. And I don't know, it might literally be black. Let's try it. Oh my God, I think it's actually black. I thought it was like one that maybe changed color. Maybe it is a little bit, but I've seen these lipsticks before and they basically just darken your lips a little bit. So say if you've got like a really nice, I don't know, nude color or something, you put this over the top. Obviously it's quite like balmy as well. So it's probably actually gonna be quite hydrating for your lips as well. And it just kind of deepens everything up a little bit. I love like a cool tone lip. So imagine that with like a brownie lip liner or something. Obviously it maybe looks a little bit crazy right now, especially, you know, especially with this Beetlejuice eye. But I would actually really get on board with that with like a cool tone brown liner, which I love to use. I thought this was maybe gonna be like one of those PH lipsticks or something, but actually it's a really, really nice cool tone gray color when you blend it in. I think that's cool. I'm gonna go get a lip liner actually, and we're gonna see what this looks like. Yeah, love this. So I put a little bit of, which liner was it? It's Lois's Copied In lip liner. Just adding a little bit more of this, and yeah, 100%. If you like a cool tone lip, but you don't want to have like really dry lips or anything like that or too much product, this is the way to go. Like this actually looks good. Don't get me wrong, day to day, I would probably just wimp out and go for like a nice casual little like pinky nude or something, but really kind of into this lip. I love like a gray lip tone. Wasn't expecting that from this. Thought it was gonna be like a tint of red or something, but yeah, I actually really like that. Full on Beetlejuice, but I'm into it. Take a shot every time I say Beetlejuice in this video. I actually don't, you'll end up in hospital and I'm not flush enough to be sued by 500,000 of you. Right guys, I'm gonna leave it here for today's video. I'm not gonna do a check-in today because I've gotta go film another video in a bit, but I will let you guys know in the comments down below how everything wears because I'll try and wear the same base tomorrow. Let me know what you think of this look. It's very like Halloween-y, Beetlejuice, take another shot, but I'm really kind of into it. Like if you imagine like a nude lip, obsessed, and this just with like a more neutral eye, obsessed. But to be honest, I don't know, maybe it's just me reliving my emo childhood. I'm really kind of into all of this. Like the leather, it's there. I'm in like goth mode right now and I love it. So guys, let me know what you think of this makeup look in the comment section down below, and any products you guys want to check out, they'll all be linked down below in the description box. And once again, if you're here early, you can use the code Steph Toms and you will get 15% off extra on the Illamasqua website. And if you're a bit late, no judgment here, you can still get 10% off using Steph Toms on top of the current offers that they currently have. Madness. So make sure you guys check that out. The link will be down below, as always, in the top line of the description. But yeah, that's about it from me today. I love ya. Why did I pause? I'm like thinking, like, I love ya, like what do I say next as if I don't say it like every other day? I love ya, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hopefully I don't have any black lipstick on my teeth. Oh, I think I did. That's always fun. Anyway, bye. Mwah.